LeBron's always stacking his teams.
Yeah, that's been one of my most people criticize him for that. He always stacks his team.
But what's wrong with wanting to build a team that can win a championship or going to?
First of all, let's see. There you go. He didn't build a team. He manufactured.
He built a team and
message.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the best basketball show on YouTube, Tyler Rose TV. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button for today's video. Man, oh man, I love me some Charles Barkley for many, many reasons, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the reasons I love Charles Barkley, and basically probably the main reason, is because Charles Barkley keeps it 100% real. When I tell you Charles Barkley keeps it real, it's to the point where him and Michael Jordan's friendship kind of went south because he questioned whether Michael Jordan would be a good general manager, because he said that there's a lot of yes men around him. So when he was owning and general managing and doing some ownership type of thing, when he was with the Charlotte Hornets or Bobcats before, Charles Barkley was critical. Even though that's one of his best friends at the time, it kind of hindered their relationship. But him keeping it so real cost him a little bit of his friendship. But if he's willing to be real about somebody close to him, then of course he's going to be real about somebody who's not close to him. And that person is LeBron James. So for today's video, Dan Patrick is talking to Charles Barkley. And what's going on is Dan Patrick's basically saying LeBron doesn't chase rings. And it seems to me that Charles Barkley is one of the only true voices in sports media. And I think that's the reason why people love him. Say what you want to say about him. He's outspoken, and he's not sitting there, sugarcoating shit just to get clicks or just because he wants to be friends. So if you can't tell it like it is, you shouldn't be on air. But we know there's too many clutch puppets out there. So what we're going to do, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe. And guys, let's just get straight into this video because I got a lot to break down. Shout out to Charles Barkley.
A. Smith, that's why I thought you had a problem that LeBron's always stacking his teams.
Yeah, that's been one of my most people criticize him for that. He always stacks his team.
But what's wrong with wanting to build a team that can win a championship or going to?
First of all, let's see. There you go. He didn't build a team. He manufactured.
He built a team in Los Angeles. They were bad before he.
This man saying he built a team like he's the GM.
Got there.
And his agency forced them to trade for Anthony Davis, who was ran by his group.
Okay, but he didn't go to a team that was stacked.
No, he did. Listen, Anthony Davis. Everybody in the league would have wanted Anthony Davis. Plus, specifically said he has to go to the Lakers. That's a fact, Dan.
No, that's really true though, because here's the thing: Rich Paul is Anthony Davis's agent. Rich Paul basically put out a statement like Anthony Davis doesn't want to go anywhere but the Lakers. So basically, the Pelicans had no choice because he came out publicly and said, "I want to be gone." The Lakers are the only team essentially that he would want to be going to. So what LeBron and Clutch did was collude with Anthony Davis to say, it's the Lakers or nothing. You think that's normal? It's not. Kobe didn't do that. Jordan didn't do that. Bird didn't do that. Magic didn't do that. Nobody did that. That's not normal because nobody had a freaking whole representation. And while they're on the league, they didn't own a representation, sports agency.
But you still had to pull off the trade to get him. They didn't say, oh, here you go.
He said he would only go to the Lakers. He said he would, like everybody wanted Anthony Davis, but Clutch said no, he can only go to the Lakers. So it is what it is. It's a fair criticism. Yeah, everybody wanted Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis specifically said because of Clutch, I will only go to the Lakers.
Yep.
So you think that's naturally organic? No, that is stacking your team.
But that's LeBron's power.
Okay, and
he deserves that credit.
Bro, why you deserve credit for creating an agency to collude to get better players on your team? Like, why would we credit that? That's a weak move. We credit weakness? I don't credit no weak shit like that. Why the hell am I supporting and hooraying and cheering on somebody that has quote unquote power in order to cheapen the way on how he can play with better players so he can win more? Nobody wants to congratulate that shit.
We want to play with him.
And we can't criticize it if we think it's unfair?
It is.
What's unfair about wanting to go better your life? Like
No. You shouldn't be guaranteed a championship. One of the reasons Michael Jordan is the GOAT, he got beat in the head. He kept, you know what, I'm going to get bigger, stronger. That, to me, is the way I would like to see it done. That's why I admire Dirk Nowitzki, who's like, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. We just going to keep getting better. That's why Steph Curry, same thing. They never He's like, you know what? We got a team.
Yep.
They were not any good in the beginning. Then Clay got good. Draymond got good. Iguodala, everybody. So listen, we can disagree. I'm not mad at LeBron, but I can, I'm not going to do the Stepford wife thing like all LeBron and his friends do. Like these guys on.
And I want to say something, like, that's the thing, man. When Jordan was losing to the Pistons and the Celtics and things of that nature, like, he was still obviously young in the league, but he got stronger. He came back with something. He came back better at this. He didn't leave. He didn't run. Like, you got to understand, that's why a lot of people love the story. And same thing with Kobe. Shaq left. They were a pretty bad team. They didn't really have much, help on that squad, man. No All-Star, no All-NBA talent, nothing. They got one guy who was a fringe one-time All-Star. And then look, he went back to back. Like, these things, the optics of seeing somebody go through it with the franchise, Jordan losing every postseason, like, yo, I got to get better. Like, probably going to the locker room crying in their locker room because he hates losing. But then you see him three-peat, like, man, this dude was taking over the league. Then he three-peats again. Then you see that with Kobe. You see that with certain players, even Steph. You see Steph, he has down seasons. KD left, tore his Achilles. Clay got hurt. And then 2022, when Steph won, I guarantee you that championship felt the best. All the talk with KD going there, that's the reason why you got 3 rings, because KD went there. He got you 2 rings. He's the finals MVP. Okay, cool. What happens when he left? He ain't do shit. And look at Steph Curry. Got his 4th ring, and he was the finals MVP. So those things we see, those optics we see as fans of basketball, those create those legendary feeling of moments, because we see adversity being faced and being conquered. Do you not understand that? Is that y'all not get that shit sometimes? Like, I don't understand, bro. You take the easy way out. You getting your butt kicked by Boston, and you say, yo, D Wade, yo, Chris Bosh, like, we didn't see you go through the fire and come out with a championship. We see you skip steps, and that's the criticism. And since 2010, he's been doing that shit. But let's get back into the video.
Television now, like, I don't want to upset LeBron because I wanted him to talk to me and I wanted him to do interviews. Like, if you don't, like, that's LeBron's a great dude too, but the people around him, and now guys on television, they're like Stepford wives. It's like, you have to say LeBron's the greatest ever, or like, he not gonna talk to you, and you're committing treason. That's
that power. That's the power Dan Patrick wants you to believe is supposed to be positive. It's supposed to be something that we speak so highly of, right? Oh, he's power. He has power to get good players on his team because he has an agency and colludes with them. Like, oh, this ain't politics. Like, this is politics now? We're politicians out here? We got dirt on somebody? We're holding dirt on somebody over their head? And, like, what's what we're doing? We're doing that? Like, no. Come on now.
Like I said, LeBron is the 3rd best greatest basketball.
Control the media. Cool, you control the media. That we should, cheer on that you control the media, that you have a lot of people in the media. And we should cheer on the fact that you have power because you have a sports agency that's in the league and collude. Like, those are the things that these LeBron, like, stands will try to make you feel like it's something that we should praise you for. Like, how? Nah.
Ever seen. But when you're around them Stepford wives that are around LeBron, and some people on television are like that, but they want to be friends with him. Like, I think me and LeBron, I think we're cool, but I don't have to say he's the greatest basketball player ever. I don't think I'm committing treason.
Listen, Charles Barkley is one of the realest guys in sports media. Inside the NBA is one of the best basketball shows for that very reason. Critical of the players, but not to the point where I'm not going to talk about anybody because of my relationship, whether that's Michael Jordan, whether that's LeBron James, whether that's Kobe. If you guys probably seen in the comments and heard this, most of you guys are Kobe fans anyways, and you guys will know, the one thing that people would say is, oh, Kobe blew a 3-1 lead in 2006, was it 6 or 7? I forget which year it was, but against Phoenix, of course, and they say he quit, and they say, oh, he quit. Well, Charles Barkley called that out as well. And Kobe actually came on Inside the NBA to talk about that. So let's not say like he didn't call out Jordan before with his ownership. He didn't call out Kobe in that Sun series. He's calling out LeBron. All players are not supposed to be criticized. Like, all players are supposed to be criticized. It's not like LeBron's the only player that's been criticized in his career. It's just that LeBron's the only guy who has done the things that he's done with this league as far as creating teams, as far as going to the best place possible for him to win, and then for him to come up short in 2011, for him to come up short in 2014, for him to come up short in 2015, and him to come up short in 17 and 18. we've watched him come up short in 2007. We've seen this guy. Of course, 2007 be the only one where I'm like, okay, well, you know, his team wasn't all right, whatever. If you want to make an excuse, it is what it is. But there's no excusing the other times that you've lost where you've created your own team in an unorthodox way that the NBA has never seen. Like, y'all gotta get this. The NBA has never had any superstar do these things, right? It's unheard of. But LeBron's doing it, and we have the right to criticize it because it is abnormal. And if you're going to create abnormal situations for you to benefit to win, we have the right to say you're a failure because you got as much as help as you pretty much could ever get from any NBA superstar in history. You have the most help, but you have the most losses. You have the most shortcomings, and we're supposed to praise your power instead of looking at and critiquing what you've done and how you stacked the deck and how you came up short. Listen, ring chasing is not a normal thing to do. Plenty of players have had basketball careers who have awesome, amazing basketball careers who have won, but at some point in their career, their teams were no longer competitive for a championship. Now, if Dirk, if Kobe, if Tim Duncan, if Steph, if all these guys, these Birds and Magics, if they just decided that, hey, I'm going to play a lesser role or I'm going to go where the grass is greener, then maybe they'll have more championships. But you know what we wouldn't have? Such legendary sports moments in NBA history and such great loyalty with fans and a franchise. Like, these players created people becoming fans of these franchises. There's people who love Larry Bird who don't live in Boston. They love the Celtics because of Larry Bird. They become familiar with the franchise, loving the franchise because of what great players stood up. Like, there would be some diehard Cavs fans if LeBron stayed in Cleveland. But who is the Cleveland fan? It's only people in Cleveland. There's not going to be like guys in LA cheering for Cleveland. Like, there's people all over the country that cheer for Boston, and I'm from the area, so I see Patriots fans that I'm like, oh, you guys are Patriots fans? Like, yeah, we're from what do they call it? They were from St. Louis, Missouri. They're like, yeah, we're big Patriots fans. I'm like, wow, because Tom Brady made you feel greatness when you watch the Pats, just like Kobe made you feel greatness watching the Lakers, just like Jordan did. These players are so great, they make you fans of the franchise. LeBron can't do that because he leaves too much. So it destroys the NBA's product and it destroys how fans approach the game. When you're constantly running, there's no familiarity with the fans. We got to get a new jersey every 4 years. I don't want to get a new jersey. I want to keep this jersey from when I was a kid till now. I'm like, damn, I had this jersey my whole life. Now I'm watching him retire with the same team. He won 4 rings. He won 5 rings with this team. He had a great career. We're going to cheer that on. We love that. That's something that's called tradition. But you messing up tradition. You messing up tradition. And that's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to continue to rant, but I'm just saying, guys, I'm looking at the landscape of basketball, and we're not going to sit here and try to lie to people, man. What you're doing is ring chasing. Whether you're doing it or not, if you don't want to, you know, like, if mentally, if you don't want to think that for yourself to feel better, then that's one thing. But for us to see it, visually watch you do this since 2010 till now, stop lying to the people, man. Like, you're ring chasing, and it's okay that you're doing it. It's not okay in my watch, but it's okay if you're doing it because that's your legacy and that's how you're going to be judged. But don't act like we don't have the right to judge that, and stop making excuses as to say we're doing it or overcritical or just looking at it as a power move. It's not powerful to leave. It's powerful to stay. It's powerful to people that come to you to win. It's powerful to people be like, I need to go play with LeBron to get me a ring. It's not powerful you to leave everywhere, to go somewhere else, to play with somebody else all the time. That's not showing power. That's showing the power is with other people, not with you. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. Now I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.